Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, KingStix. I'm going to be showing you how to dominate on Master Yi jungle. Against their team, we're going to want to go on hit Master Yi, since they have Mordekaiser, who's a soft tank, he's a bruiser tank, and they have Sion, who's just a tank. If they have basically 2 or more tanks, you really don't want to go lethality Yi. You're better off going for on hit Yi. For that reason, your best on hit Yi build is going to be 𝐒𝐿 super strong. It's your best mythic item on Master Yi for on hit. And then you're gonna go 𝐒𝐿 straight into Gunzu's Rage Blade into Blade of the Ruined King. And you normally get you normally don't get tier 2 boots until after Rage Blade. You just have boots of speed after your 𝐒𝐿. We're just gonna auto attack Q. That way we can dodge its damage. We're gonna kite this back. On Master Yi, if you want to fight for Scuttle Crab, you do 5 camp clear. If you don't want to fight for Scuttle Crab, then you normally just do a 6 camp clear. It looks like their Jax actually started on his blue buffs, and their bot lane got there really early. And their Sion, not their Sion, but their Mord's still missing. So we might actually be able to do a 6 camp clear and then just take Scuttle regardless. We smited there a little bit late on the Gromp. I wasn't really paying attention. That's fine, we'll still farm it up. You normally try to kill the little wolves first. They do a lot of damage. In this case, we're such high HP, we got a good enough leash. We'll just kite it back and wait for our Q. And we'll let the second batch of Q finish them all. Master Yi farms fairly healthy, enough to where I wouldn't really go for a point in your W unless you think you're going to need it to fight the enemy jungler. Just get another point in your Q for the damage, kite the raptors back. You normally use your E after you have your double strike ready like that, because you can only really use your E once per camp anyways, to where rushing down your E at the very start of your camp is kind of pointless. Gonna wipe it out. We're gonna move on to our red buff, then golems, then we'll be level 4 and we'll get our meditate. Q to dodge its auto attack, activate our E. You normally don't want to use your E against monster camps before your first Q either, because obviously while you're queuing, you're putting your E on a used up duration. Gonna move on to these guys. We're gonna pull it out, try to take as small amount of damage as possible. Use our E. The big golem is the one who does most of the damage. I was just hitting the small one to pull it out since my Q was on cooldown. Unfortunately, that golem did reset on us. He's a bit of a turd. We are level 4 at this point. You can get your meditate, and as you can see, we're basically full HP. And we haven't used a single potion. You normally do want to stay for the small golem since they give so much golden XP. Jax, I assume, is bot side. I'll ping that out because he started top side, or he just didn't get a leash. I think he just started top side with leash though, since their Mord was late to lane. Jax can be an issue for Yi. Shen and Jax, anything that can just block auto attacks is kind of annoying. I'm gonna walk up, hit him with auto attacks. Q to dodge his knock up, finish him, meditate the turret shot damage. You can cancel your meditate immediately, just like I did there. But basically, as the turret's hitting you, right as it lands, you just meditate and keep walking. And I took a bunch of reduced damage. Not bad. As you saw though, well, first I'm gonna have to back. I don't know where Jax is. Okay, he's bot. I can actually take this Scuttle before I reset, or I can just go take Master Yi's Gromp. Taking Scuttles on Master Yi kind of sucks because you don't have a way of scraping off its shield since you have no CC. So in this case, since I already know where Jax is, I would much rather just go take his Gromp and leave that Scuttle up. I can take Gromp faster. I can kill him when he goes for Scuttle. Actually, I probably won't try to kill him when he goes for Scuttle. My red buff's wearing off anyways. That's fine. I don't want to fight for it. I don't necessarily trust my 𝐒𝐿, and they have mid prior right now, so we'll just give it. Not a big deal. We're going to go straight for our 𝐒𝐿. We'll go for the Noon Quiver. If you can't afford Noon Quiver, it's fine to just pick up a pickaxe instead. And if you can't afford that, just get the double longsword into dagger. And that's good enough. You're going to need your Oracle Lens for ganks. But yeah, as you notice, in ganks, you don't want to queue until you have to. Until you can no longer reach them with your auto attacks is typically when you queue. It looks like Jax is pretty deep in my jungle right now. Auto attack Q, flick on my E after I come out of it. Mid lane looks semi-gankable. Sion is full HP. I can go for this dragon. You can solo dragons fairly well. Especially flame. Oh man, I forgot about Scuttle Crab. It's still up. That sucks. You can solo flame drakes and stone drakes really easily since those dragons attack very slowly. That's a wind drake. It attacks very fast. You can dodge the dragons or turret shots. Anything coming at you, you can dodge it with your Q, which is why you can take really good advantage of the flame and earth drake's slow attack speed. He dodges the vast majority of their attacks with his Q. Jack stayed for our raptors. That's a turd move. It's actually kind of greedy of him to stay in my jungle. Guess he's just trying to push his advantage. At this point, I have an advantage on him because I have kill gold. And I'll be getting level 6 here on Yi. You want to shoot to get level 6 before the 8-minute mark. If you can do it before the 8-minute mark, you're good to go. If you're getting it later than the 8-minute mark, you've done something terribly wrong. You're either over ganking or you ran a bad jungle route. It's best to stick to a 5 or 6 camp clear route instead. So we have our R before the 7-minute mark, which is pretty good because we only have 1 kill. Not bad. It's not too unrealistic. Alright, let's look for this. Yeah, he's already taking that Scuttle Crab. I'm going to take his Gromp again. My blue's up. He started on his blue. He's probably going to come over here. I'll just fight him. Should have a gold lead. He over-farmed. He might be coming to his blue right now, but could be elsewhere on the map. I'm not sure where that guy's at. He may just be chasing kills bot side. Even if he shows up, I can run away. Mastery has insane. Yeah, he has 350 base movement speed. I have 355, as you can see. Mastery has one of the highest base movement speeds in the game. Moves faster than a lot of champions, even if they have boots. It's fine. We'll just farm his camps out. We got his Gromp, which is huge. We got his blue. It's really nice. He doesn't necessarily know where we are. I'm gonna cut them off. We can do this. I'm gonna meditate that turret shot. Nice. Alright, I'm just gonna grab this minion wave. They're dead, or I can't just get over there as is. Nice. If you can pick up a minion wave like this, it's huge. You're basically getting a kill's worth of gold by doing this, and it's super safe. He was gonna miss those anyways, so we didn't really put him behind. I think Jax just went for the Scuttle Crab over there because he ran back in that area. This isn't worded. Go ahead and flick on my E. I have my R. He hasn't bought his items yet. I don't know what he's thinking. I'm gonna use my... Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking. He hasn't spent his gold yet. He's still sitting on normal item. I have my Noon Quiver, and I'm also level up on him, so that wasn't a great fight for him to take. We're gonna keep farming. We don't need to force a gank. If your R's on cooldown, you don't need to force a gank, especially like my Oracles is on cooldown. I don't want to run past wards. It's just not a great situation. So in this case, we're just gonna farm it, play it safe. No reason to force anything. We should be able to solo the Mord once our R's up. We'll just keep farming for now. Aw, man. It's unfortunate. He's still full HP as well. I'm gonna have to go. I need to grab that main wave. That's like... That's over 3 camps. Not quite 3 camps, but this is a lot of XP. Probably about 2 camps. Since some of it has already died. Oh, it sucks. Alright, I need to pull off. One bad thing about showing there is it gives Jax a chance to gank or potentially invade me. Kled does have R, but I don't trust him. I don't even know if he used R to kill the Kled. I have full mute on. I don't generally like to see what my teammates are saying. They can bait you into bad plays. Jax is going to my red buff right now. I'm going to wait for him to start it and hopefully use his E. If he uses his E, I can definitely kill him. Got it. He's already used his E, clearly. That's actually a really good trade for me, getting the red buff. The reason why it was so close... Oh, come on, baby. Oh, the Q, too clean. Let's get out of here. He should have just kept running. We just waited for him to start it. We waited at least 4 seconds for him to get comfortable so he would use his E. Because when he first started, he may just hold on to it. But then once he felt like we weren't there. The vision didn't see us either because we were holding off to the side. Alright, we got our full 𝐒𝐿 boots. And it's actually better to go for not typically the attack speed boots. But against their team, I'm going to go for the armor boots. Going for attack speed boots is kind of greedy on you. You get so much attack speed anyways with your items that you're overstacking your attack speed. You can only get up to 2.5 attack speed on any champion. And when you're on your R, you're going to be way overflowing it. Sorry for the hiccups, guys. I'm dying from hiccups right now. Man, that was rough. Master Yi struggles mainly against early game champions early. Things like Graves and Elise can give him a lot of issues. I'm just going to go straight for that dragon. That dragon's looking good. As long as the enemy jungler can't solo you and they're not pressuring you hard early, Master Yi has a lot of carry potential as long as you're not forcing bad ganks. That's why I generally recommend you mute your teammates, even though you'll miss out on some information. Since you'll be making better decisions, it's generally worth it. Should be able to solo the Scion. He doesn't have full item, only 30 CS. Just walk in behind him, hold on to my Q until I need to use it. Hit him with my red smite, my E, my R. Master Yi's a bit of a counter to Scion. Scion can't really stop you. I'm going to tear him up. I'm not going to let him hit the minions. Alright, awesome. 𝐒𝐿 is definitely a balanced item. We're going to max our E second. Super strong item. I love it. Having that extra true damage on every third auto is ridiculous with Master Yi passive. It's so strong. True damage is kind of ridiculous. Turns every champion into a little vein. Alright, he's still not full item, but this is warded. There's only so much I can do. And Jax is in the area. Jax was over here, so if I continue to stay here for too long, Jax will probably pull up, especially Moore's probably going to ward right now or just keep watch. He's just being patient. He thinks I'm going to greed out. I'll ping this out for our Malphite. Not only... Oh, that last ping was bad. I wasn't trying to do that one. Hopefully he listens. He may have us muted. Who knows? But I would like to believe that my ping somehow helped him. Alright, let's get our plated steel caps. We'll also go for our Rage Blade. If you're going for an on-hit build, you don't really want to get lethality. You don't just randomly buy a Dust Blade or an Infinity Edge or something weird. You don't need it. Just be disciplined. On hits off for on hit. On Master Yi, if you want to go for the lethality build, I'll do a video for that. But that's completely different. Utilizes completely different items. And it's not bad. Lethality Master Yi, though, you do it when they have 1 or less tanks. In this game, they basically have 2. So it's not really worth. Jax is going to be problematic. I'm going to have to dodge his E with my Q, which isn't easy to do if he times it right. Jax is going top. I'll ping that. He's leaving his red buff gaping, wide open. Jhin might make a move for it. I don't know if I walked over a ward. I potentially could have walked over a random ward, so we're going to pull it into the bush. Keep an eye out for the enemy bot lane. They're not showing up. We're pretty strong. Yeah, there's Jhin. Just run in behind him. Run in behind, save your Q until you have to use it typically. To either dodge something or you can no longer auto them. See there, I dodged his auto attack and his snare. I dodged turret shot, auto attack, and snare. I didn't just immediately Q because then that lets them potentially flash at the end of it. Gotta hold on to it, auto them for as long as possible before you Q. That's the biggest lesson on Master Yi, guys. The more disciplined you can be about using it and the highest value you can get from using it is how you really progress as a Master Yi player. Sounds funny to say because people say he takes no skill, and in some ways, well, I don't want to say that. There's definitely some ways he requires a lot of skill. It's mainly just being disciplined and understanding what the enemy's abilities do so you can understand what you need to use it on. We can definitely carry this game. There's no reason to surrender. This is a free win. 𝐒𝐿's just sad because he's been getting pummeled, but Jax can't fight me. Ward might come over here though. Gonna break that ward, take this red buff. Jax is like right here. He laid that over the wall to take my golems, to watch me take my red and maybe try to steal it. Dodge his Q, sitting on my R. I'm gonna Q him to dodge his claw, and I got him. Gonna meditate to hold on to my R duration. To also reduce damage to force him to stun me out, and there we go. When you have a fed Yi, guys, there's no reason to try to surrender. Yi can carry you. You just have to play the early game smart. Don't put yourself behind. I have red buff. I'm gonna level up on him. I'm gonna have to Q to stay on top of him, aren't I? I Q to dodge his stun. He's such a goofball, man. Alright, nice. We can Q to get away as well. That's gotta be. Master Yi's a hard counter to Nunu and Sion because he can dodge their CC so easily. Believe it or not, Zac normally counters Master Yi as long as it's not funnel. Zac CC is harder to dodge. Like Zac R lasts for so long that there's no way Yi can dodge it even if he Qs really well. But yeah, the Sion knock up and the Nunu snowball, super easy for Yi to get out of. I'm gonna have to flash out. I'll let Dragon take care of them. Meditate. Gonna Q on the pie, get the kill. I'm gonna kill everybody, dude. Oh my god! So balanced, I love it. You just gotta be patient, guys. If the enemies are out of position, they're making mistakes. Sion's gonna kill himself here. Gonna stand behind him so he can't knock me up. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. At that point, I could have gone for his Raptors, but since all my camps are up bot side, I might as well just take these before I reset. I'm sitting on so much gold, too. They're probably trying to surrender, but there's always that one goon who's voting no. Always that one guy. In terms of solo queue, Master Yi doesn't need a funnel quite as much as he needed it last season. If you are going to play kind of like D2+, you're going to want a funnel because once again, Master Yi against super strong early game champions like Elise and Graves. If they come in your jungle, you can't fight them 1v1 if they play it right. So you'll just have to forfeit camps. But if you're not D2+, you don't have to worry about that. And even if you are, you can start funneling or duo queuing or whatever. All right, let's reset. Even though I'm sitting on my R and my golems are up, I really want to get this gold. Really need to spend my gold. So at this point, we can go for Bork. We already have a lot of healing off of our Ravenous Hunter. I'm really tempted to actually just go for a lifeline item. I'll go for Bork though. Bork's really good. A lifeline item rounds off the Yi build really well. He can go for the... He can go for shield bow. It's showing here. It's not showing on fighters. So I'll just click on popular because it's really annoying to find the items on the new shop. Bloodthirster's not terrible, but normally you lean into... Oh, I guess you can't go shield bow because it's mythic. Damn, I'm dumb. I thought you could. I forgot it was mythic. I guess we can't go shield bow. Guess it would have to be... I guess that's why it's bored. Our only lifeline item we can go is Steric's Gauge, which will be pretty good. You want some kind of HP or tank item. Once you have Rage Blade and KingStix, that's kind of all the damage you need. I can't use my Q or my R early here. Got him. Oh, my team already killed the rest of them. I assume Mordekaiser just ran away. Well played by my team, dude. They actually kind of won that fight without me. Yeah, since Pyke has a dash, if I Q him, he can time his dash properly to where I get stunned right as I come out of my Q. And he'll basically just get away. So I just had to walk at him and try to get to him and his teammates naturally. And if he tried to dash away, then I could Q on him. And with the timing, then it would work in my favor. So there's a lot of situations like that with Master EQ where it's like whoever flinches first loses. In terms of whoever reacts first with abilities. And I just didn't flinch. So it worked out. I don't know if this bush is warded, but I know it's warded right there. I can just chill here since my teammates are overextended. My R's up in 15. I actually wanted Lux to get hooked there. It set me up a big kill. Just gonna auto him, put my E on by smite. Q him. If he flashed or hit the plant, my Q would have attached. No matter where they go when you're in your Q, you'll attach to them. Just stay on them. I messed it up that time. I actually queued early. Talking about flinching first. So with the Scion knockup, it shows like red when it will knock you up, and I actually started my Q before it showed red. So with how long your Q lasts, by the time I came out of it, he could just leave it on full charge and knock me up. That was my bad. I flinched first. That was a mechanical error. Got our Bork, and I mean, Guardian Angel wouldn't be bad, but yeah, these items so bad. Sterix is really good. AD and HP and Lifeline. We're gonna have to go for that next. You already know it. We could also get QSS for the Mord R, but the thing is, if Mord R's me, I'm fine with that. I'll kill him 1v1. Master Yi has so much on-hit true damage, it doesn't matter that Mord's stealing some of your stats. He can't steal your E true damage, you know? You can't steal the Rage Blade passive, you can only steal these stats. He steals like 1% of these, but it's not even really what I need. Just keep playing around dragons. I'll try to take smart fights, not dive Scion under turrets with bad Qs. My E's down. My E's on cooldown. I don't really want to force anything. I actually fucked up my... I got hit by the Scion knockup without even realizing I was in range of it. I'm gonna Q to get to him. I kind of need to. Nice. Alright. We can just shove mid. It's gonna take a while to shove that wave since it's all the way back here. I'll just go for dragon in the meantime. Master Yi, dude. Once again, make sure you have your teammates muted. Teammates will constantly try to pull you into weird ganks because they think you're a Xin Zhao or a Jarvan. It's like, guys, Master Yi can only gank if you come up behind the enemies, and even then, you have to judge the situation. If they're full HP and you're behind, it's probably not going to work, and that's a waste of your time. If there are no ganks, you just farm till 6 on him, and that's okay. Our R's on cooldown. We'll wait for the Mord. That plant kind of gave me away. Lux might land the snare though. Might. Almost. Oh, it's warded. No way. That's crazy. We have Flash and R. We could probably kill all of them. He knows this is most likely warded, so he sees me stepping up to the wall. Scion's engaging. I'll stand behind the turret. Oh, that was a mistake. Yeah, you don't want to ult Master Yi when you're on Mordekaiser. Oh, I'm sorry, Jin. I'm sorry to do this to you, but... Oh, man. That's probably GG. If they don't surrender off that, man, I don't know what they're going to surrender off of, but they don't outscale us. They have no one who can match me. The Jax needs full build, and even then, I can potentially outplay him with a good Q to dodge his stun. And your W does extend the duration of your R. It basically puts your R on pause, if you were wondering. So, if you need to, if you're waiting on something you need to heal, you can W and don't worry, it pauses your R. They're still playing, they're not giving up. And that's GG, guys. If you enjoyed this Master Yi jungle carry commentary guide, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't yet, come check out the stream. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.